Around 2 years ago, I made a promise to my friend AOC that I wouldn't produce slop, that I wouldn't sell out, and that I would stay true to myself and to never change. And well, I didn't. Staying true to my word, I made high quality videos that people would generally enjoy. I focused on the quality of my videos over the quantity. And sure, I did produce a couple of joke/slobbish videos and videos I didn't like in general, but I was still emerging as a content creator. Rather than sticking to a specific form of media that has been overused, I experimented with my channel, learning how to make my videos better, and that allowed me to create higher quality videos. I wanted to be one of the few better artists to do something big. I wanted to prove to the world that I can do something big with my channel, but most importantly, I wanted to prove to myself that I can make it on my own terms. But if only it was that easy. If it was, I wouldn't be here. And Seek, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. It is human nature to want to succeed, and especially do something bigger than oneself. However, especially in YouTube, I have seen a platform that was created on originality turn into a platform of imitation and following the masses, and more often than anything, for a form of monetary profit. Rather than creators building off of others' ideas to create their own work and inspire others, I've seen creators copy works of others, whether it's the editing or the personality, instead of bringing something new to the table. And to be honest, I can't blame them, as I also fell victim to this before in the past. But it started to dawn on me, I would never make it as a content creator. Now there's a million arguments that could be made about why I wouldn't be successful, whether it's my upload schedule, thumbnails, etc. But to be honest, even if they weren't the main issues, I still would never be able to make it, especially on a platform like now. I'd like to bring up a quote from the author of Moby Dick, Herman Melville, as I feel it's very fitting for my current predicament. He states it's better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. And to be honest, over these past couple of months of my inactivity, I tried to create Slop. Yes, you heard it right, I tried producing YouTube short Slop. Currently, if you go on YouTube and scroll through YouTube shorts, you most likely can find a Minecraft video similar to this. As you can see, it is obviously targeted towards the younger side of YouTube, but that's not my issue. My issue is that it's mass produced and milked so much to a point where it becomes impossible to distinguish who's who. If everyone does the exact same thing, and it's the exact same way, same music, same titles, then what sets you apart from the rest? And I know that the majority of these creators are doing it for money, which is understandable. However, I didn't want to be known for that. I was conflicted as it started to become the thing I despised in content creation. I knew that if I kept uploading YouTube shorts on my alt channel that I could definitely make a profit, but it didn't feel earned. My integrity wouldn't let me continue making them. I would rather fail trying to make it big on YouTube my way compared to copying what everyone else is doing. If I become big one day, I want to be big on my terms, and that's that. Hello. Yeah, it's me. No, man, I'm not making Slop no more. What am I doing? Bro, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? I'm working on my video. What's it about? Shit, it's about a lot, to be honest. I mean, it's not just one thing, you feel me? Like, if I had to describe what it's like, it's kind of like a tree, you feel me? Of all the branches being a different issue. Can you describe it? Well, I don't know. Start with it. I hate SMP content. Yep, you heard it right. I feel SMP content is unoriginal, disingenuous, and it kills creativity. And for those who have seen my previous content, it's obvious that I dislike SMP content since day one. That's not to say that I hate the creators. I actually tend to have decent conversations with them when they're not trying to be the immortal demon. Goddamn, this shit's so fucking corny. But to be honest, my previous video on SMP content at the time, I felt it wasn't as thorough, as I mainly covered plugins, SMP application videos, and editing. However, one thing still hasn't changed for me. SMP content, regardless of how you view it, is just repetitive slop. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into SMP content as I dedicate a whole video just pointing out the repetitiveness of the creators. I mean, literally, if you look at this creator's thumbnail, for example, it's obvious that it's just incredibly repetitive with no actual effort really put into it. Now, before people start typing in the comments, no, my goat Rasplin is the best MC YouTuber. Listen, I get it. People like SMP content, so I understand why they like it. Actually, nah, not really. I've tried in the past to get invested into SMP style videos by watching big creators like Clownpierce, Wembu, and even Perry. I'm not watching a fucking hour of this shit. But even after watching all these videos from different creators, I feel it's sort of the same. This also applies to small creators, as I feel the smaller creators nowadays are trying too much to be like their idols. That makes them sound like a discounted version of the actual bigger creator. Listen, if you're interested in SMP content and you're a smaller creator, inspiration isn't a bad thing. Heck, even I use inspiration for my videos. However, copying something is entirely different. I feel small creators like myself forget to make the video feel like themselves. We become too busy trying to make it more entertaining and successful that the video doesn't feel like you. And I feel that SMP content only endorses this type of mentality. And sure, there are a few SMP creators who tend to stand out, but it's like 5% of the actual creators at this point. However, regarding my previous video, I still agree with the points that were being said despite the video being almost a year old. However, one thing I never brought up regarding the video is the SMP community itself. I feel the SMP community is a rabbit hole of toxicity, harassment, and the occasional pedophile. I will note that I used to be in the SMP community, well, mainly due to my friends being in them at the time. During my time in the SMP community, I've encountered many questionable things, such as people getting devouched from servers because a guy didn't like you, to of course doxing the individual because you died to him in Minecraft. Is me dead right now? But to be honest, the most startling thing I've encountered was the high frequency of grooming in the SMP community. During my time in the SMP community, I discovered that some of the closest people I used to surround myself with turned out to either be pedophiles or groomers, with them either talking to minors in an explicit manner to having CP and roleplay videos. So at this point you might be wondering, what does this have to do with the SMP Slop content? Well, back then when I used to be new to the commentary space, I used to blame the creators for being unoriginal, not really trying to put effort into their content. But I have never once considered the possibility of their environment to directly affect their workflow. Now, I know this doesn't apply to everyone, however some creators I know mainly stay in these toxic groups due to their friends being there, and of course the occasional owner threatening to kick you out if you don't upload a video. That could also lead to some sloppish videos. That's why I left the SMP community. There were so many red flags for a community on trying to help creators, it didn't feel genuine or fun. It felt like these creators were taking this so seriously where they would treat the shit like it's real life. And I wish I was joking about that. It just didn't feel worth it to stay in the community with a bunch of egotistical people who act like they're more superior than somebody else because they have more clout, if you can even call it that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every creator is like this, however it happens so frequently where it becomes impossible to not see it. That's mainly why I started doing commentary. It felt great, I can say what I wanted to and I can talk on any issue. It felt more genuine than any other form of Minecraft content out there. Usually in SMPs you can get devouched or doxed for literally anything. That's why even in my previous video about this topic, I didn't want to talk badly about certain SMPs or figures in the community. And if that doesn't show you how much a red flag the community is, then I don't know what is. SMP content is unoriginal, disingenuous, and it kills creativity. But why does it have to be this way? Okay, so I really don't know where to start this. Hey guys. So I understand I don't really show my face a lot on this channel, and I highly doubt you guys will see my face as much, but I just want to let you guys know that you guys really do mean a lot to me. And I remember when I was starting this channel, I was mainly doing Let's Plays, I was doing challenge videos, I was doing different types of content, and I think over the past couple of years, I started realizing that I really don't like Minecraft content. It's a little hard, I will admit, to play a game for 7-8 years and realize that you ended up not liking it, because realistically it's gonna hurt. It definitely is gonna hurt, and I wanted to continue this video as much as possible, but I realized with everything going on in my life, it just didn't make any sense, to be honest. And I felt the best course of action was really just to, make this video public and to let you guys know that videos will happen. I can't guarantee the time date, and I'm not praying it's gonna take longer than 2 years for it to actually happen. But I do want you guys to know that I'm gonna be here more often. I've just been getting everything situated right now, but I do plan on making a comeback soon, and I do hope to do more videos in the future. I can't guarantee it's gonna be Minecraft. I really just dislike the game at this point. I play just to play it. It really isn't fun. So I hope in the future maybe I get this passion back again, but I highly doubt it. And if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you. Even though this might be the last time I actually end up seeing you guys, I want to let you guys know that you really do mean a lot. And if it is my last time, then hey, I mean, you saw a guy make a bunch of videos, and some of them ended up doing pretty good. And for all the people who said I cheated on Minecraft, yeah, that was on God me. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was funny. Like when I was inactive, a bunch of people would like comment my video, "Yo, this guy's cheating. This guy's cheating." I was thinking, huh, I guess I'm cheating. I guess no, but it's really been a pleasure, and I hope to do another video soon. For you guys that are still watching, even though I keep rambling on and on, you guys mean a lot, and I hope I see you in the future. Okay, record out. Bye. Not looking back at how I edited this video. Uh, yeah, guys. I probably was going through something when I was making this video. No, but I I kind of like this video, and honestly, it sucks that I wasn't able to finish it. But I do hope in the future I'll be able to add a little bit more stuff to it, and hopefully I'll be able to add more things. Damn, I really wish I finished this video, but it just wouldn't be genuine to you guys, and I just wouldn't really feel like it would be in the best interest for both of us if I upload videos ended up being disingenuous, and then you guys are like, this guy doesn't mean what he says, which is back then I really did mean all that, and I thought Minecraft was like a game that I saw a future in, and I feel like after a while you get demotivated because over time you see a channel or you see multiple channels produce the same content and they end up succeeding, then you just feel kind of demotivated, or you just don't really feel motivated to produce this content anymore. I just made up a word. I said demotivized. Yeah, no, I just feel like after a while, just seeing creators make slavish content and just seeing games in general have mine coins for a certain amount of price, they'll like upcharge other people. Like I saw, I think it was Enchanted. They were selling for like 1,600,000 mine coins, which is like $10,000 USD. And the fact that I saw people doing that, it's kind of messed up looking. Um, but yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say. Again, if you made this far in the video, thank you. You guys take care.